everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. I am the armchair QB Dizzle, and I'm here with the man that looks like Peter Dinklage, Doug.
With the beard, right?
Yeah.
Because we know, has Peter Dinklage ever gone bald?
I don't know. I think I was getting mixed up with Walter White, which I don't know how I would get Peter Dinklage or Walter White.
I
can see you as like a Breaking Bad, though.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Dinklage, I'm sure, is bigger than me in all other ways, but.
And we're here with C Buddy. C Buddy's in the building today, everybody.
Yo.
We got C Buddy, and we got the man that puts the E in everlasting gobstopper. We got Eric in the building.
What's up? I thought you were gonna say the E and the Eagles.
What?
No, we're not. We're not going to rub salt in that wound. That game was. I watched that game. That was rough.
They got their asses kicked.
Oh yeah,
good.
Like they just. I think they forgot how to play football.
If I can live in a world where the Chiefs and the Eagles keep losing side by side, then God's doing me a favor. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I know that doesn't.
That just froze Eric.
It doesn't appease the rest of the group, but.
Yeah, you worry about your little Buffalo Bills, all right?
Trust me, we are worried.
I'm worried sick, actually.
At least I can say about the Eagles are still in first place, unlike Buffalo.
Yeah.
That is true. But I mean, the way the Eagles are playing, they're going to lose to San Francisco first round of the playoffs. I mean, we're going to probably lose to Pittsburgh on Sunday, but that's neither here nor there.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
How is everybody today? Anyway, on this
pretty good.
Black Friday.
Worst shopping day of the year.
I enjoyed it. I had a great day.
Unless you shop at Adult World, then I'm sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
We're here for Thanksgiving 89. Anybody that enjoyed Turkey Day last night, Turkey Day, it's great. Thanksgiving's one of the greatest holidays. Which, by the way, I've heard some Thanksgiving slander lately to where people are, I don't really like turkey. I'm kind of sick of it. Like, I'm not. It's like, what the fuck? Thanksgiving's the best. And maybe it's just because I'm fat that I'm saying that, but I think Thanksgiving is a beautiful tradition, sitting on the couch, eating a bunch of fucking shit at the table, but then sitting on the couch and watching football.
Pants unbuttoned.
Yeah. And
I think only Americans do it because in Australia, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh, there you go. But in America, we love it. And we love being fat and eating fucking cranberry bread and cranberry sauce and green bean casserole, and mac and cheese and mashed potatoes and stuffing.
Eric just said apple pie.
And apple pie.
Pumpkin pie
I can have apple pie with a slice of ice cream on a Tuesday afternoon. I can do apple pie is an anytime thing. I like my pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving because I don't think pumpkin pie is good any other time of the year but on Thanksgiving.
Now, how do you guys feel about sweet potato pie?
I prefer sweet potato over pumpkin.
There you go.
All right.
We got some synergy there. You love it too.
I mean, yeah, no, I used to. Don't think I've had sweet potato in years, but I know I used to like it when I was I used to.
I know you got the sweet potato fries.
Yeah, no, sweet potato fries are my jam.
Yes,
but sweet potato pie, yeah, no, sweet potato pie is pretty good. That's another one that's. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, apple pie for some people. I don't they do rhubarb on Thanksgiving too?
I love rhubarb pie.
They don't?
You guys can't hear my TV, right? Just want to make sure.
Pecan pie.
Oh, it's pecan.
Pecan's pretty big around this time. You know what I hate? And I don't think it's really a Thanksgiving thing. I hate a fruit pie. Like cherry pies and blueberry pies, just not for me. How do you guys love cherry pie?
What about apple? Apple is the basic of good pie, so you can't mess up with apple pie.
I love apple pie. That's the one fruit pie. But the texture with an apple, it's like crunchy. Like the apple, there's more to it. But the other shit, like the blueberry pie is fucking soup, and the cherry pie and stuff like that's just like.
Oh, I don't deal with that stuff.
Yeah, there's something about, but warm apple pie with a slice of vanilla ice cream on it. Fucking, you could shoot me in the face after that, and I'll die happy.
Have you guys tried? Because we tried it last night, and I know we should be getting the Survivor Series '89, but we're on the topic of pie, and everybody's in a friendly mood right now. But have you guys tried that new Baja pie that they had at Taco Bell for a while?
No,
No.
I know you heard it until this now.
Dude, it tastes like key lime. It's crazy. It's very good.
Mm.
We had some for Thanksgiving because we have an inn at Taco Bell. So we got the Baja pie, and it was fantastic. I mean, I prefer pumpkin, but it was
it was still good.
It was damn good. It was better than it had any business being.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and how many did they say they only got like 30 in?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they weren't selling by the slice. They were selling by the.
No, I think they were selling by the slice.
That's crazy.
And then we were able to get one saved for us, and the person that saved it for us was being offered $250 to give the pie up, and he still brought it to us.
Yeah, I would have took the fucking money. Fuck us.
I told him, I said, "You're a moron. Take the money.
You're a moron." But I like eating good food and watching football. Another great Thanksgiving tradition, even though now it's more on like the Saturdays and it's more like an after Thanksgiving tradition, is Survivor Series. Is watching.
I knew there was going to be a point.
Well, yes, because Survivor Series is a big. I think of the earliest days, like that's what it was originally meant to be, as a Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah.
And then you get the gobbledygooker, and you get like Thanksgiving is Survivor Series, and it's kind of like in its identity. Like Starrcade was never like, it was always like, hey, it's around Christmas time, but it was never like, well, Jingle the Halls was Starrcade.
Yeah.
It was never.
Starrcade started as Thanksgiving though.
Yeah,
But then when Vince wanted to start Survivor Series, he basically threatened all the cable companies that they couldn't carry WrestleMania if they carried Starrcade on the same day as Survivor Series.
Because there's something crazy, like Thanksgiving nostalgia is real, and like watching Charlie Brown and the original special, and then watching this in the promos before, and Hogan's like, and I'm gonna eat some good turkey, dude, and you get the stuffing, and when we're all cleaned up, and we're gonna kick some Hulkamaniac or whatever the hell he said, but it was so damn.
It's Survivor Series time, and I'm thankful for my team of Hulkamaniacs.
I miss the promos like that. I miss when wrestling was corny. Before it took itself way too
love
serious.
the intro when Vince was doing the intro for the teams.
And that's why I like AEW Collision, and I like them doing it now.
Yeah.
Like the Saturday night main event type
Yeah.
deal. I find that shit cool. Even though it's a little corny, I like just the guy looking at the camera and saying why he's going to kick the other guy's ass. But the whole I'm thankful for this and I'm thankful for that, I think they did it for way too many guys. Once they had the Genius out, I was like, oh my God, is everybody getting one?
Once the Bushwhackers said they're thankful for their sardine stuffing, which,
Yeah.
by the way, would you guys ever eat sardine stuffing?
I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
Sounds like Cledith would try it.
No, I would not.
But no, because they took it they had to do it. They had to have a representative for each team do it.
Yeah.
And they picked the guys that were kind of the most over.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of them they did not need to. They did not need to do that for them, but
no, but it was still cool, and that's why, like, it's just this feels so 80s, even though it's the end of the 80s. But it's fun 80s. This whole show is so much fun, and I think it's a really good watch. And even if you're not an old school wrestling fan and you're not a golden era fan, this is a good one to go back to. And it's like there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's a couple boring things too. Like we'll get into the first match, but I think we got probably way too much Red Rooster in ring action. But the
match was like 25 minutes or something like that, right? And I think he was in the ring for like 10.
We at least got 10 to 12 minutes of Rooster.
Yeah, I think there was a match that went maybe 10 minutes too long.
Yeah. And a lot of these
Can I guess which one you think it is?
Go ahead.
I think you're thinking that it was Rude's Brood versus Roddy's Rowdies.
No.
Oh, okay, good. Because then I would probably feel some kind of way. That's actually my favorite match on the show. You probably think it was the Hogan thing, right?
Yeah.
It did go a little long. I I love this though, and I love this. And Doug, you love this concept. When Doug, like when we talk about Doug, like we kind of get it, like that you're a WCW guy. But as a kid, you love Survivor
Why do you
Series.
think I threw such a fit to get a certain person on the show?
Yeah,
Who?
Eric.
Oh,
because he wanted Eric to be on so he could talk about the stuff he loves
Yeah.
with his buddy, which is very
Aw.
cute and not weird at all. And but I think so, and it's a great concept, and it's a fun concept that still has legs of doing 5-on-5 eliminations. And WWE, this is the one, because Survivor Series is a part of the big four. You got SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Those are the big four, and then you got a bunch of pay-per-views around it. And for a long time, it was just those four. Survivor Series is obviously the one that WWE gives the less of a fuck about.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of
Yep.
them. Rumble and
Because they
Mania
changed it
still
to
made
War
a big
Games.
deal. And they really do try to put a lot into SummerSlam still.
Yeah.
And Survivor Series, they're putting renewed interest in it with War Games, but they never wanted to stick with the 5-on-5 concept. Or this one's 4-on-4.
Yeah.
But that elimination match concept, they wanted to get away from that as early as probably 94, 95, right?
In 2010, Vince was toying with the idea of taking Survivor Series.
Yeah,
away.
but you were getting to the point to where it wasn't the whole card.
Well, 92, there was only one Survivor Series elimination match because they were running out of talent on the roster.
Yeah.
Because in the span of a week, they fired Warrior, they fired Bulldog, and the Mountie said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Yeah.
hey,
So-
yes, we can't forget about Deadly Games too in '99.
Oh, the
That was-
tournament?
The tournament was
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
once.
Well, that's what I'm
Doug, do you
saying.
prefer
Before
4-on-4 or
2010,
5-on-5?
before 2010, I think WWE was already diminishing the value of the match. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. No.
As to where it didn't have that early to where it has here, to where that's the whole thing. That is Survivor Series, is this elimination match concept. And they were slowly trying to get away. And now Triple H, being an old school and a Dusty fan, War Games is what they do. I love that they're doing tonight a 5-on-5 and they have the traditional graphic. And I love that they're doing the MFTs versus Sammy's team, and the promos building this up has been very good. I don't like the MFTs mainly because the name I think is the worst name in stable history. My Family Tree is the worst name for a faction.
Is that what that stands for? I was
Yeah.
wondering what this was for.
The MFTs, and it stands for My Family Tree.
Which needs a lot of trimming.
I find it very fucking stupid. There's so many way cooler names you could go with. But you got 5 guys versus 5 at a traditional elimination Survivor Series. And it's on SmackDown, but it gives SmackDown, like, now we have to watch SmackDown. Well, at least me and Doug do. So there's...
I thought the traditional was 4-on-4. Or is it 5-on-5?
It started 5-on-5.
Started 5-on-5, and then in '89 they started doing 4-on-4
Yeah.
because they had to trim the roster a little bit, and then they went back to 5. They officially went back to 5-on-5 in 2005.
Well, like the
Which
No.
one do you prefer?
Alliance...
Yeah.
No,
The Alliance
Well, I mean,
versus-
officially, as in they moved it to 5-on-5
yeah.
here on after.
Because the elimination match, the Alliance versus Team WWF from Survivors 001, which to me is my favorite elimination of all time. Even though I know it's not what people wanted for WCW versus WWE, but I love that match as a whole. You have
Yep,
10 guys
me
that
too.
all are the best.
Yeah.
And I love that. So this is a match concept that I've always liked. And I've been like AEW, they have the people. They don't have to call it a Survivor Series match. They can call it a 5-on-5 eliminator or whatever the fuck they want to call it. They got the guys. They should do a card of these. That would be cool.
Yeah. I
Why
mean,
not?
they do it so many times with the $1 million on the line or something.
Yeah.
Why
And they
not?
do. They like a good 4-on-4. Just make an elimination and fucking do a whole card of it. And then you can do your
Yeah.
Death Riders versus your conglomeration. You can do your Ops versus Hangman and his buddies. You can do the girls. Like, there's so many different ones, and they have fucking so many people. Just they could get out 6 of those easy
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
Now, Clintus, were you yelling at me earlier when you brought up that I didn't tell you that it was all traditional Survivor Series elimination
no,
match?
I was just like so surprised. 'Cause I was watching. I'm like, can I get to a normal match? And then it was over, and I'm like, ain't not. This is no.
You
It
couldn't-
was not what I expected it to be.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should. Like I said, if you would have asked, I would have told you.
That was
Well,
the
I wasn't expecting you. You should at least say. Usually, you get something like that detailed warning when you do a preview to the next show.
Clint is getting on your case. Then.
I mean, he's not wrong. Usually, I do like. I mean, I thought that everybody knew what the early concept of Survivor Series was.
Well, I
Yeah.
knew what the early concept of Survivor Series was. I just didn't expect it to be an all-out Survivor Series match type of marathon.
Fair enough.
Well, that's what it was. And let's get into the first match. We're at the Rosemont Horizon, so Little Punk might have been in the building. Little CM Punk. And we have
I don't deal with children.
and we had 15,000 people in attendance. That's a damn good crowd. And the tagline
Are you
is
mocking me?
No. I was trying to stop myself from sneezing. And the WWF Thanksgiving Night Tradition is the tagline. They're really embracing the Thanksgiving. And we start out because in the first match we get cock, which is in Turkey. But we get the Red Rooster. On the Dream Team, we have Dusty Rhodes, Brutus Beefcake, the Red Rooster, and Don't Call Me Chico, Tito Santana. Personal favorite. Versus the Enforcers, which is the Big Boss Man, Bad News Brown, Rick Martel, and the Honky Tonk Man. Go ahead.
All right. Dusty Rhodes and the Big Boss Man were the big feud at the time.
Yep.
They were each the team captain, but you also had the former like I really need the microphone. My voice is loud enough. You had Rick Martel versus Tito Santana, former Strike Force partners. They were going at it. Akeem, Boss Man's regular partner, was supposed to be part of this match, but he hurt himself a week earlier in a match with Hercules. So they figured, Bad News Brown hates doing these matches, so we'll put him in there. Yeah. And it was Gorilla Monsoon kept trying to make everybody think that Brutus was the team captain. Like he said that a couple of different times.
That's funny.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was not the
It's
team.
called
captain.
the Dream Team, not Team Barbershop.
Yeah,
It's clearly
not the
Dusty's-
Barbershop Quartet.
So it's clearly Dusty's
No.
team.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
Dusty's
this match, but I do think it was slow. And I think a lot of Red Rooster action made it slow. Bad News was particularly lazy in this match, it felt like.
You could tell he did not want to do it.
Yes.
Both in character and he's just like, I don't want to fucking be here.
Tito really didn't get a lot of time in the match, but what he did have was fiery. But Rick Martel, I think, was kind of the MVPs here. That did a lot of the heavy lifting.
He did a lot of the heavy lifting, even though they wanted to try to make Brutus a star in this match.
Yeah.
By giving him 2
I thought Dusty
eliminations.
was the star too.
Huh?
I thought Dusty was the star too.
He was, but he didn't really get the big thing until the end with the crossbody.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it literally looked like his boob went in Boss Man's mouth.
That's the original Mother's Milk, not what Shayna Baszler, or not Shayna Baszler, not what Marina Shafir does now.
I enjoyed it for what it was. Big Boss Man was so inspired here as like that he was so. I always remember Big Boss Man as babyface Boss Man going against Mountie. And
Inspired and perspired.
Oh yeah, he sweat like a motherfucker. The back of that shirt was always soaked. It was always gross. But he was so like you could tell he was like one of the top bad guys here.
Yeah.
And he was the guy to do the rounds with Hogan because he was like so fucking like the fire in his face. Like he was such a good asshole. And I think he did it perfectly, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed his work here. And I think that he tried his ass off to make everybody like look good, but also get his shit in. And the nightstick hit at the end on Dusty kind of like looked real.
Yeah.
Even though what's his name Brutus didn't really sell it at first.
No.
But Dusty sold the hell out of it. And I thought it was I enjoyed the match and I enjoyed a lot of the work in the match and a lot of the moves. There's a lot of cool the finishes that they had. You can tell that Patterson was still fired on all gears here. He's still in the company, right?
Yeah, he was the booker.
Yeah, and you could tell because
him, JJ Howard, and Vince.
Because the way guys are getting eliminated is so creative, it feels like. And it does feel like cutting. It's not just move finish. There's like a lot of move finish pin. You know what I mean? There's a lot of nuances. A little like roll up. Oh, let me stop and fucking hold the ropes and let me fuck this guy up. Like there was a lot of the teamwork was big into it, and like they had down the concept of this match.
Yeah,
They really did.
It was a good opener. Good fun opener.
yeah,
I do think we got too much Terry Taylor though.
yeah.
I can't sign in.
But I mean, personally, for me, I give this a 3.5.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I think the Rooster should have been the first one eliminated, not Tito.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, you get rid of the weakest guy in the match.
Yeah.
Because Tito could sell too if he needed to.
He could.
I give it a 3.8.
You say 3.8?
Yep.
Okay.
3-2.
3-2.
Gleneth, I know you're gonna go decimal.
I think his
See money.
Clenneth.
All right, do you
I
think?
think he went
All right.
on mute.
He's muted.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
What do you give the match?
I'm going to get that match 3 out of 5.
All right. I mean, it was a good match.
Yeah, it's a good opener.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the dark match, I'm sure. Boris Sukov versus Paul Roman.
Oh God! And the thing is, with the post-match angle afterwards, it gave you time, or it gave you room to keep the feud going.
It did.
But then Bossman broke his ankle in middle of December, and
He fucked that up to the ground.
yeah, to where Slick actually had to take his place in some of the matches he did with Dusty.
That's funny.
Yeah.
A jive soul, bro. A jive soul, bro. All right. That was a good one. Good finish.
Yeah.
And I like Dusty, or not Dusty. I like Bossman's promo after, too. He was fired up.
I thought he was going to hit Sean Mooney with the nightstick.
The next one we have is actually my favorite match on the card, I would say. The King's Court, which is Randy Savage, Canadian Earthquake.
Yeah, that's what he started out as. They changed the name in February.
Dino Bravo, which is John Tento, one of my favorites. Dino Bravo, another one of my favorites. And Greg the Hammer Valentine, with Jimmy Hart not shutting the fuck up on ringside. And Queen Sherry, which it's crazy that Jimmy Hart fucking drowned her out.
Yeah.
And they defeated the 4x4s, which I think is my favorite babyface Survivor Series team, if not one of them. And it's Jim Duggan, Bret Hart, Ronnie Garvin, and Hercules. And they're promo hyping this up with the 2x4s and getting fucking hyped.
Go.
I love
Bret Hart doing that was kind of weird.
it. Was weird, but he was into it, man.
Yeah.
And he was a damn good babyface.
By the way, he wrestled the match with a cracked sternum.
Really?
Yeah. So the month before in Maple Leaf Gardens, he's wrestling Dino Bravo. And Dino does a spot. He's supposed to you know that spot where they're standing on the apron and the guy will come in with like a knee or something,
Yeah.
and you'll fly towards the barricade.
Yeah.
Well, remember, back in those days, it was a steel guardrail. Brett landed chest first on the guardrail. A lot of the guys like to try to like land on their side.
Yeah.
Because they can kind of cushion the blow better.
Yeah.
Brett landed chest first, and he cracked his sternum. He couldn't get back in the ring. So he's told the doctor's just like, so he spent like 3-4 weeks in the hospital. And then Vince is just like, oh yeah, by the way, you're working Survivor Series. He can barely breathe. So he worked this match with the sternum had not healed yet. And you could tell there's a certain point in the match where he's sucking wind.
Yeah.
As good a shape as he has always been in.
Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell. And I think I noticed it more when Duggan tagged him back in. When Duggan did the 30-second comeback, got kicked in the head, and then he had to tag Brett back in.
Yeah.
Brett came in, and you could just tell because you could tell how heavy he was breathing.
Yeah.
And then he and then like they eliminated him, and he even said he said in his book, he goes, when Randy landed on my hit me with the elbow in the chest, he goes, I couldn't breathe when he hit me. So then Brett he had to work Madison Square Garden with him, and Anvil had to work Madison Square Garden with the Rockers like couple days later. But then Vince said, all right, you don't have to work again till the Rumble. Get yourself healed.
And him and Neidhart were still like good guy babyface tag team, right?
Yeah. But they were doing like the split work because they were trying to see if they can make it on their own.
It's crazy though that they gave Anvil the main event, even though he goes out early in it.
Yeah. And by the way, Earthquake was not supposed to be in this match. Barry Windham was.
What happened?
Barry Windham actually missed the event with torn muscles in his chest. So he couldn't work with a bad chest, but they made Bret Hart.
Well, you don't like to work it with whack titties.
Yeah.
All right. I like this a lot. I thought that all the eliminations were creative. I think it's the best that both Dino and Ronnie Garvin both looked in their WWF run ever, in my opinion, to where Ronnie was really taken seriously as a tough motherfucker. And Dino was like a big part of that heel team.
Yeah.
And he was a survivor.
Yeah, he was. I mean, this is one of those things to where like you kind of wish that Duggan would have had like a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still worked out because then Duggan got his revenge in the end.
Yeah.
Duggan looks like a star here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duggan did look like the man. I will say, though, the right team won. You can't have baby faces going up on every fucking match, and Macho Man's the bad guy to give it to.
Yeah.
So, and that elbow that
It was the Macho King, man. Macho King.
You're right, the Macho King. Ooh,
Thank you.
yeah. Royalty. That elbow off the top that he hit, his finish on Brett,
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
And Brett
I mean,
was gassed, but it was perfect.
yeah. I mean, Brett didn't necessarily like it, but
He took it perfectly.
yeah.
It was perfect. So I really enjoyed this match, and the action in this was fucking amazing. This is one of the better matches. To me, it's the best match on the card because you really are rooting for the baby faces, and it's not as fucking like it's not like Team Warrior, the Hulkamaniacs, but it shows you how good their mid card was. And that's what fucking cards like this show you, is that they were stacked all throughout the board. They didn't really have as many tag team ones as they did like in the early years of Survivor Series, the years before this.
Yeah.
Because they had such stacked tag teams for a while.
Right.
But I do think that they had so much talent that you forget up and down the card, like, oh, Brutus was super over. Oh, Dusty, even though it was polka dot Dusty, which he even said, I'm thankful for my polka dot. But I think he was super fucking over.
Yeah.
Like there was so many guys that it's like, oh, I forgot about him. I forgot how great he was. Like everybody on this card besides Hercules, I think, no offense to Herc.
Well, and Herc he got when he was able to do the press, which by the way, Macho King, and by the way, the build up to this match was Macho King had defeated Duggan to become the king.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Ronnie Garvin and Greg Valentine were in a big feud against one another as well. Hercules, when he got the press Macho King, that was kind of his big moment. Now, he wasn't going to get anybody else up for the press. Because, Earthquake's 468 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be able to lift Bravo, and Valentine won't get up that high unless there's a stewardess on board. Valentine didn't even like taking backdrops.
No.
Because he had like that low center of gravity. He would dead weight guys sometimes. Like if somebody went to shoot him out for a backdrop, he would just plant his feet so he couldn't go up in the air.
Dino?
No, Valentine.
Yeah.
Because he was an unwilling to make people look good.
Later on, NWA fucking Valentine's fantastic.
Yeah. This match, I did enjoy this match. I'm actually going to give it a 3-7.
I'm going 4-5.
All right.
I'm going 3.
I want to give it another. I'll give it a 3.
All right.
Another 3.
What'd you say, Eric?
3-8.
Ah,
He said 3-8.
all right. Well, so you liked it the most, then Eric, then me, then Clinton.
Well, that's okay. Like I said, this is my favorite match on the card.
Yeah,
But
because it had a lot of your favorite guys in it.
it did. But we have 3 other amazing ones to get to. And let's get to them now.
Yep.
We have the Hulk. Well, not all of them, but at least one at a time. The Hulkamaniacs, which this babyface team is one of the most stacked. Like, I think it would be cool to do an episode where we rank Survivor Series like lineups for teams and like how good the teams were.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool
good idea.
one. And I think this is one of the more stacked babyface ones where you have Demolition, a super over fucking tag team with Jake Roberts, who was so over as a babyface, and then Golden Goose.
Yeah,
himself,
I'll figure out.
And Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I'll
Yeah.
clear all the information out here, dude.
But what's funny about that? What's funny about that match is that like it's such a stacked team, but the only one they wanted to make look good was Hogan.
Yeah, which sucks, but Jake still got some shit in.
A cardinal and stuff on there.
And then they're going against a very, no offense, but not stacked heel team.
No, not at
With
all.
Ted DiBiase, who's the only, like the best worker in the match.
Yeah,
So you got Ted DiBiase, the Warlord, and the Barbarian, and Zeus, with Virgil and Mr. Fuji
yeah,
on the side there. But no offense to Warlord and Barbarian, but no one would think they're world class.
yeah.
And Zeus, God bless him, but you know, and Ready to Rumble's fun, but yeah, Zeus was never a big time thing. And this was a fun match. This was like classic. I agree with Eric. I don't know about 10, but at least it went 5 to 7 minutes too long.
Yeah.
It should have been a solid 20 minutes. And I understand why, because Hogan's the champion. But then this should have been the main event. And then
Yeah. It should have been, but also they were starting to groom Warrior, and it just
Well, I'm kind of glad it wasn't. How many fucking main events have we seen with Hogan already?
yeah.
Like, I like that they were doing something different, and they're like, let's get Warrior over here. Because this match isn't the best match on the card.
No.
To me, it's
No,
probably
it's not.
one of the worst. So I don't think it should have been the main event. Just because, you know, Hogan's
I
world
liked
champion.
I liked the majority of the babyface team. Like, I liked almost every guy in the match, except for, you know, I'm not a big fan of Hogan, and I think the Warlord is completely fucking useless.
Yeah.
Uh,
Barbarian had some fun shit.
yeah.
Especially with Mig.
Yeah. But so I don't have a problem with any of the guys in the match, but to me, this match just did not deliver. And that's because you know, you couldn't beat Zeus.
No.
I'm sure Warlord said, well, I don't want to get pinned because he thought he was hot shit. Shit, yes. Hot, no. And, you know, if they weren't going to pin, you know, Warlord, Barbarian's just like, well, I ain't doing a fucking job.
I was afraid of demo.
Got it.
Yeah.
I was afraid
And-
of demo until you figure out how to get the
Kid needs to go away. But like this match just didn't this match just really didn't do much. Except for, you know, they were trying to get they were basically just making sure Hogan got over, and they tried to make Hogan into a sympathetic babyface.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I only like Jake the Snake in this match.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
What'd you
I give
think?
this a 3. It's my lowest.
See, now with the Hogan, now this match was kind of like a boring. I didn't really enjoy this one. All of them, the Hogan one, I did not really enjoy.
Well, yeah, because I think it's just more of they were just trying to get Hogan over. Or not over, but like they just wanted to make Hogan look good, and you had a bunch of heels on the team, or at least a couple of them, that didn't feel like doing the job. And I'm talking about, well, they probably felt like they couldn't beat Zeus yet. And Warlord was never cooperative.
Yep, exactly.
For him.
Even
I
though
mean,
Yeah, I was
yeah,
about to say, try to get
Zeus
Hogan
gets
over.
like disqualification number one, and then you have another disqualification, and Hogan takes the match, pinning both DiBiase, Roberts, and what's his face.
Yeah. Well,
So-
and the thing is about trying to get Hogan over. He's been over for fucking 7 years at this
Yeah.
point already.
Well, I mean, like
The Rock-
they wanted to make him
I know what
look.
you're saying, but the Rock and Wrestling Connection was like already happened, and he was already a big deal, and he was already huge. So there's no need to make him look more powerful and like the big deal. This is the time where you can make Jake look great.
Yeah.
And get Jake ready. Like Jake was fucking awesome, and he's been awesome. Like let's make Jake why not? This is where we could have done something fun and took Hogan out early, and then made Jake fucking rally up and make this one of the best matches on the card.
Yeah. Have Hogan and Zeus get counted out.
Yeah.
Have Hogan and Zeus get counted out. You make your World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions lose to the worst fucking tag team on the roster.
Well, they don't even end up losing the belts to.
Yeah. And by the way, I love Barbarian. All right. Mainly because he could kick my ass. I mean, Warlord. I mean, I'm sure now all the steroids have worn off. And if he came after me, I could just hit him with his flab. But it's just like, there was just so much. What you made your tag team champions look like shit.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem with this match.
It's a good gripe.
Yeah.
I think it's a great gripe. All right, let's give it a rating. Clenneth
Oh, here it
is
is.
back. Welcome back to the show, Clenneth. What would you rate the match?
I want to rate the match a 2.
A 2?
Uh,
A 2.
That's
We're still talking about the Hulkamanias, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, out of all the matches, this is one I did not really appreciate and I didn't really like.
Yep, I think there's too many DQs
Yeah,
for my liking.
I'm going to agree with Clenneth. I'm going to say 2.
Too flat? Yeah. I'll go 2 as well.
Why not?
The 2x2s.
Yeah, the 2x2s.
But yeah, I like I liked it. It's not like I was like, get this fucking thing over with. But this was the one that it's like, oh, this is all the guys that couldn't work in one match, and DiBiase's just trying to stitch together something. Like that's what it felt like.
Like you can even tell when Smash lifted Warlord up for the slam. Warlord's just like, I ain't fucking going over again, and just stuck his thumb and Smash his eye. He's like, Hogan already slammed me. I'm not going to get slammed 2 times in one match. You take the Warlord out, I bet you that this match would have been better.
Like when Jake and DiBiase had their little spot when they were going at it.
Yeah.
That was like, it was like, if this was the whole match, we would be fine.
Yeah.
Because these two
Yeah.
guys are the best thing here.
Yeah.
But everybody else just kind of bogged this down. And Hogan, no faults to Hogan, because Hogan's doing Hogan, and Hogan always works, especially back then. So Hogan could come in.
And by the way, Hogan sold.
Yeah. And he sold pretty well here, but he did his job. He fucking hit his boots. He hit the leg drops, and he fucking won the match. And so Hogan did everything he needed to do and looked great. But yeah, a lot of the supporting cast here wasn't amazing. All right.
Fuck the Warlord.
Fuck the Warlord. Now, your favorite match on the card.
Oh, yeah. This one I loved.
We have, and by the way, I wish Sammy would name the team something just so we could have the MFTs versus this.
Yeah,
Because
instead
I
of-
love, instead of what?
Instead of Team Sammy. Like, they do need to have
I
the...
love the names. There's something that was so cool. Like even the corny shit, like the Dream Team versus the Enforcers, or like the Rowdies and the Rude Brood. Like we could get creative and come out with some dumb shit real quick and be like Solo Samoans versus Sammy.
Or the MFTs versus the underdogs even.
Yeah.
Like
The
that
Underdogs would be a great name.
well, yeah, because Sammy's an underdog, Ray Phoenix is an underdog.
They could have easily done that. So
Yeah.
shit like that instead of team this guy versus team that guy. I mean, the MFTs have a name, but still.
Yeah.
So the Rude Brood with Rick Rude, which, by the way, stacked by the first two names, and no offense to the Rojus, But this match is very stacked. You have Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, and Jacqui and Raymond Rougeau, the Rougeaus, again with the Genius, who would get a title shot soon.
Would you like me to try to pronounce it the right way?
I did good on Raymond, didn't I?
It's Jock and Raymond Rougeau.
What I say, Jacqui?
You said Jacqui, which, by the way,
Rougeau.
yeah. Which, by the way, I called him Jacqui like for the first 15 years of my life, because I didn't
What's
know
his name again?
Jock.
All right, Jacques and
Jock.
Raymond Rougeau.
Yeah,
and with the Genius, who gets a title shot soon, and Jimmy Hart,
Genius gets the title shot 2 days later on Saturday night's main event,
which is fucking insane. Which is by the way, Genius, along with like Eric Watts and some others, is like the biggest Nepo hires of all time.
Yeah.
He always had a job just because he was Macho Man's brother. And even like WCW, he was on the roster from 98 till the end of the company. It didn't do a damn thing. I don't think he ever showed up on television once.
They never needed him.
But he was getting that Turner money, baby. He was getting that cash, but he never did anything.
Well, it wasn't just because he was Randy's brother. He was also a friend of Hulk's.
Yeah, but okay. Do we have to blame Hulk for everything? No.
No, I'm not blaming Hulk. I'm just saying because like Randy, they fired Randy before, and not even fired Randy. It was more, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm not coming to work anymore," and they still kept Lanny, but also too Hulk took up for Lanny a lot too. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's because of Hulk. I'm just saying Hulk took up for him because Hulk considered him a friend.
And they were going against the Rowdies, which is Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, and the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, which is me and Doug in an alternate dimension. But you love the Bushwhackers.
Oh, my God.
Roddy Piper's one of your favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
I think out of everybody in this match, you could probably do without
Stars.
But
yeah.
But you love most of the people in this.
Exactly. And this match was so... This match, it wasn't a great wrestling match, but it was just fun because everybody's just like, oh, well, Roddy, Snuka, and the Bushwhackers are not going to, they're not going to do shit. Like, they're going to get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
They controlled the first 10 minutes of the match.
Yeah. And it's such a fun, eccentric team of like, what the fuck? Like, that team, like, felt ripped out of a mental asylum.
Yeah.
Like, 4 of the wackiest fucking dudes on planet Earth.
Even the promo beforehand.
Oh.
Them bones. Them bones.
They were a cool team. And the Rude Brood is the perfect heels. Because when you get Rick Rude and Kurt Hennig on the same team, you have magic.
Yeah.
When you
I think every guy felt like a star in this match.
They did. Except for the Rougeaus.
Yeah, because the Rougeaus were taken out like super early.
Yeah.
But also, too, this was around the time where Raymond wanted out. Like
That's Mountie, right?
No, Raymond is Jock was Mountie.
Oh, okay.
Raymond was Jock's brother, and he would become an interviewer later on, a backstage interviewer.
Okay.
But he was ready to be done in the ring.
Yeah.
And then in '92, like I said, Mountie quit. So Jacques Rougeau quit in 92, but then in 93, Jacques got brought back as one of the Quebecers. One of the stipulations for him coming back, however, was Raymond had to come with him. Raymond didn't want to. Raymond just wanted to stay in Montreal and fish and hunt. So, but it's just like, no, come back, be an interviewer. I want my brother here. So Raymond's just like, and
Raymond's like, fuck.
Yeah. I think, Clintus, you might know, I mean, not that you know a lot about the French announce team, but
what the fuck?
I think Raymond Rougeau may be one of the French commentators, like when they do that roundabout with the, when they introduce all the announce teams. I'm not sure if he still does it, but I know for a long time when they did that whole thing where they panned to all the different countries' announce teams.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, Raymond. Raymond's on the French team, I believe.
I remember that too. But now it's just the Spanish guys that get love.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure. So they don't even have the table out there?
I don't think so. Do you see it?
The Spanish announce table is only out there during the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's never any. I haven't seen a French announce table in years.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably before
Where would
COVID.
they set it up?
well, no, because for a while they had the 3 announce tables. It was the English, then Spanish, and then it was either French or German.
Yeah, but that's not there anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
and
stopped
then-
that after COVID.
And then the other announce tables would be around, like they would
This
go like that's the staging area, like through the back,
Yeah,
through the crowd where like the guys usually fight.
yeah. I
Uh
mean, those poor guys sit in the back, get
yeah.
chili dogs.
but I'm pretty sure Raymond Rougeau does I don't know if he still does it, but I know for the longest time when they brought back the French announce people, he was doing it.
Hmm.
And last time I saw him on camera, he looked old as shit.
He was an old man. This match was great. I give it a 4 flat.
I'm gonna say
I'm giving it a 4
4-7.
flat too.
Again, and I know you love your baby faces, but the right team won here.
Oh no, there's no denying that.
These two, especially for
teams.
being as good as they were, these two needed to win. And Roddy
Yeah,
could take the loss and still be Roddy Piper.
Well, yeah, him and Rude just got counted out, but you needed to keep perfect record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy Snuka, he's one of those guys because, people got to peek more into his private life. So they become less fans of him. But you forget how fucking good he was. And especially even around this time, he still had it.
Yeah.
And he was still pretty damn energetic in there.
When you give him the splash, you give him the first elimination,
Yeah.
you could tell.
He
And
was
then
pop, too. He was
yeah.
pop.
Exactly. And then like when they did the opening sequence, where everybody was biting perfect.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and Jesse Ventura's losing his mind because he's just like, now Piper's biting. And now Snuka's biting. And Gorilla Monsoon goes, well, there's a guy that can really bite. Oh, one of my all-time favorite matches. Did Clintus give it a rating?
I want to give it a 4 as well.
You're gonna.
We got 4s all around. What did you give it?
I said 4-7.
So there you go.
There you
All
go,
right.
the decimals. Decimal boys.
Yeah.
This is my favorite match coming up.
I didn't want to go full 5 because I didn't want to get made fun of.
Which I would never make fun of you. Well, I do it every day, but I wouldn't about that. Our main event, the Ultimate Warriors versus the Heenan family, which is the Ultimate Warriors. You have Warrior, Neidhart, and the Rockers, Michaels and Jannetty, against the Heenan family, which is Bobby Heenan, Andre the Giant, Haku, and Arn Anderson, which is an interesting team. This is my favorite promos before the matches. I loved – you're about to come – I had to get this out. But I love the promos before the – we were talking about the 4x4s, and that was really good. But I thought the Ultimate Warriors one, where Warriors has his back to the thing, and the way he grabs Neidhart's beard like that.
You said you were going to do that to me on the show tonight.
The way he grabbed Neidhart's beard, he's like the power of the warrior. It's like, what the fuck?
Like he even said, he's just like, I'm grabbing your beard like that tomorrow on camera.
And you could tell that they fucking we're a little freaked out by him because they're all cutting babyface, but like, yeah, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna kick ass, and then he's like, I have assembled these men from the power of the dimensions of the universe, and it's like, dude, Warriors Coke is like one of the most. Whoever was fucking supplying that man with his Coke is one of the greatest drug dealers of all time. Because that I have never seen a more energetic man.
They made
ever.
They made a lot of those promos. So if you go to the Coliseum, if you ever saw this event on Coliseum Home Video, which if you guys need to, I'm pretty sure I got it in a storage unit back near where my mom lives. And if I can find it, I'll send it to each one of you, or one at a time. The promos on the Coliseum Video exclusive promos are different than what we saw.
Yeah.
So they had to reshoot it for Coliseum Home Video.
Really?
Yeah.
So live pay-per-view was different than this one?
Or at least this was like a different take.
So there's 2 different versions out there.
Yeah, because and I could tell by the words, because when Anvil said, I hope we don't ruin your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
In the Coliseum Video exclusive, it was, I hope we don't ruin your party. I hope we don't eat too much of your cake and ice cream.
Why? Because it wasn't Thanksgiving themed for that, or
I don't know why they I know Sean got fed up.
yeah,
Like Sean didn't like. Well, first of all, he didn't like Warrior grabbing him.
yeah.
So
Sean looked uncomfortable in the whole situation.
and he was asked about that in his Van Vliet interview, which kudos
Was
to
he
Sean.
really?
Yeah, and he's just like, look, he goes, Warrior was, really rambunctious at the time. But then again, so was Anvil, and so were we. So they thought it worked. But the thing is, Warrior even creeped us out.
Yeah. And you could tell, dude. And the way he had his back to the camera, then he turns. I thought it was a badass promo, though. Honestly,
It was.
I thought it worked. And then you have them against the Heenan family. But go ahead, Doug.
So Bobby Heenan was in this match because Tully Blanchard was supposed to be. Earlier that day, Tully Blanchard was told he failed a drug test, which he knew because he did it on purpose. Because like his daughter Tessa, Tully Blanchard is a piece of shit.
Where do you think she got it from?
And he,
Where do you think she got it from?
Exactly. So he was him and Arn, this was technically their last night in the company. And they were going to go back to WCW. So Tully said, fuck it, I'm failing a drug test. Well, because they were, so big, like they were trying to, stop with all the steroids, even though he was doing coke.
Yeah.
But he failed the drug test. So Vince is just like, I can't have you go out there. And he goes, Vince, I'm fine. I just felt like failing a drug test. And he goes, you can't do that.
I just felt like doing it.
Yeah. Like, no. So they fired him. And then Bobby Heenan's like, and then they told Bobby, they said, you're going out there. And he's like, I got to wrestle the Warrior. And they're like, yeah. And he goes, I think he wanted to kill Tully.
Speaking of coke, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby Heenan made this fucking match, though.
Yeah.
Especially because Andre was like, all right, deuces, I'm getting the fuck out of here real quick. And Andre was taken out very early. Arn Anderson was the workhorse in this match, though.
Oh, yeah.
And he made the heels. He kept, even though this wasn't a strong heel team, but he made them, because it's the most badass looking team. If Andre, fucking Arn, and Haku walked into a bar, everybody's pants would be filled with pee.
Yeah.
Those are guys that can kick ass. But I mean, Andre's a little more. He'll just slap you like a giant in a movie. Like he just fucking slaps 30 people at once. But I do. Arn Anderson kept the workflow going, and the sweat that he had by the end of this.
I gotta say, I gotta tell this story because Bret Hart has told the story, and Arn Anderson is actually very mad at Bret Hart for telling this story.
Really?
They all go out to drink because they're gonna celebrate Arn. It's his last night in the company, so they all go out to a bar after the show, and Ted DiBiase had a friend in Chicago who had a prosthetic ear.
Yeah.
Okay. Kurt Hennig thought it would be a good idea. He asked the guy, he said, give me your ear. And the guy's like, what? He goes, give me your ear. They put this guy's prosthetic ear in Arn's beer.
Really?
And they start singing, there's an ear in your beer.
That's funny as fuck.
Of course, it was Kurt Hennig. That was just like,
that's amazing, though.
Did he drink it?
No, once Arn saw that there was an ear in there, he's like, what the hell? And the guy goes, sorry, that's mine. But they knew it was Kurt.
That's going to be a short.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They knew that Kurt Hennig, because Kurt Hennig was just like, here, let me see that.
There's an ear in your beer.
Yeah.
Like we said, Jim Neidhart got taken out pretty early here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
He got taken out pretty early. Shawn Michaels had a great showing in this match.
Yeah,
Marty Jannetty, I mean, I give him credit for being the one to take the fall from Heenan.
Yeah.
And
This
just
was my favorite match.
Yeah, that's how you knew that Jannetty was the least favored guy here.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you're losing the Heenan. And he got to do a move, too, before he pinned him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just like, he kicks him 3 times and it hits him with a knee in the chest.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Marty had just kicked out of Haku's finish.
Yeah.
But
So
then,
he already looked tough. It's okay.
yeah. But it was very well done.
Yeah.
And Arn, like you said, for it being his last night in the company, instead of failing a drug test like his piece of shit partner,
He was like, I'm going to put on the best match possible.
exactly, and that's what he did. But what about Heenan when Arn got eliminated and Arn's going to the back and Bobby Heenan goes, "Come on back here, Arn.
Yeah, he's like, where are you going?
Come on back here."
Yeah. Fucking Ventura's like, he's calling for Arn.
Yeah,
And it was, I loved him in the Andre singlet too. He
Yeah.
always looked good when he went out to wrestle, and he's like a little chubby guy. And the Weasel was a perfect name for him.
yeah,
But he was, yeah, and Warrior, because that's what people wanted to see. And that was one of the best feuds in the company was Warrior and Heenan.
yeah,
And him, Warrior putting him in the Weasel suit and shit. So Heenan being like, hey, and then he'd turn it around and be like, fuck. And Warrior just beating the absolute shit out of him. That was a perfect finish. And that's why I stand by this being the main event. And I think it really brought the fans home happy.
yeah.
It was my favorite.
I give it a 4-2.
I give it a
4.2.
4-3.
I'm gonna say 4-5.
Okay.
Say I want to give it a 4.
Clinton refuses the decimals.
Yeah.
He stands on it.
But I'll tell you though, it's funny because the way they kind of come up with some of these teams,
Yeah.
I would have been okay if it would have been Warrior. Like say it would have been Warrior, Anvil, and like Demolition, because Demolition had just taken the titles from the Busters.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready to work with Andre and Haku. So that would have made it more like of a star-studded main event, and maybe Axe and Smash wouldn't have been made to look like schmucks for that piece of shit Warlord.
Yeah. I thought it
Yeah.
was a good little push for the Rockers, though. You can tell they had faith in Sean.
Oh yeah, I mean Sean, he didn't even pin Arn Anderson. He pinned Haku.
Yeah. And he put on a great showing, and he did and it was actually fun to see him lose. And it's like, oh, he did know how to take a loss.
Yeah,
He did good job.
for Arn,
Yeah.
for Arn.
So I thought it was awesome. The whole match was great.
Yeah,
Good way to send the people home happy. Solid main event.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this was like, thank God they didn't give the Hogan match the main event, because that would have just stunk up the building.
Yeah. And this is
Yep.
way better than Survivor Series 90.
Yeah.
You don't have a
And 88.
around. Is that 91?
Didn't we do 88?
We did 88 last year. We've done 90 on the Blog Talk days before.
It's tradition.
Yeah. I remember at one point I wanted to do 91, but we thought of something else better to do.
Well, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Let's give our final thoughts and give a rating for as a whole. I'm going to give this pay-per-view a solid 8 because I think every match on this card has something to offer. Like I said, the Hulk Hogan one's probably my least favorite, not because of him, but everybody else on this card I think worked their asses off besides Bad News Brown. And I think everybody wanted to make this like a good show. And the concept was still solid. The concept still had legs, and you could get a lot of good shit in the matches out of the concept. And they did.
Yeah.
So I give it an 8. How about you, Eric?
I thought it was a fun show. Good choice, Doug.
Thank you.
I can see why this is your favorite show and why you wanted me to come on.
Yeah.
I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
There you go. He's high on it. Clineth?
All right, so I want to say this. I think if you're a fan of Survivor Series matches alone, this has to be the pay-per-view to watch.
Absolutely.
I feel either a butt or a however coming out.
No, it's no butt. No butt. No butt. I don't have a butt this time. But because, like I said, I'm not old school. I am not old school like you. Okay? I can watch to like 93 on, but the 80s and that's still fine. It's rough.
Okay. I mean, it's fair. I'm not going to criticize you for it.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
same way.
So it's kind of hard for me to get into it, but there were some good action. Now, mind you, minus the Hulkamaniacs and Hulk Hogan's match. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I mean, we all
Yeah,
shit
me too.
on that, so that's
I enjoyed
glad
it.
I'm not the
I
only
will
one that
actually,
shit
I
on
will
it.
actually give this one of my old time. I will give it an 8. Let's put it that way. That's the highest I ever gave it a pay per view, an old school pay per view. You made me watch.
Yep.
That's pretty high.
I'm pretty high
too.
on it.
Doug's high on life now.
Yeah,
All right.
That's what Clown 9. He's like, I don't know what to do now.
yeah.
All right, Doug. This is one of your favorite shows. Take us home.
All right. I love this show. It's my favorite Survivor Series ever. WrestleMania 8 in 1992 is my favorite WrestleMania. Royal Rumble 1992 is my all-time favorite Royal Rumble. SummerSlam 91 is my all-time favorite SummerSlam. There's a pattern here. Is that like the best wrestling when I was in kindergarten. But Survivor Series 8,
92. I got it.
Survivor Series 89 is, in my opinion, one of the best Survivor Series that had a Survivor Series that was all Survivor Series elimination matches. Now, one of the best Survivor Series cards that had Survivor Series elimination matches and single matches on there, I would say, is Survivor Series 1996.
Yeah.
Because that had Brett and Austin, Sid and Shawn, Undertaker, Mankind, and some pretty fun Survivor Series elimination matches on there. But this match, if you love the Survivor Series elimination match concept, this is one you really need to check out and they featured a lot of guys on here. And I don't really think any of the matches really dragged. I do think that, some guys got shining moments that should have been given shiny pink slips, Warlord. But other than that, these guys absolutely put on a show. And I'm glad I've seen this show 100 times. And I will watch it 100 more.
That's a perfect quote.
And my rating, I give my judges on the cartoon show crap all the time for being biased, but I gotta say it's a 10.
So there you go.
Yeah, I knew.
So when I give the guys crap tomorrow night for being biased, Eric's gonna be like, "Do I have to play the clip from last night's show?"
Eric can nut tap you.
See, another short right there, Eric. Gotta keep your receipts in your back pocket.
Yeah. All right.
I'm the
So
short
that
guy,
was-
so remember that. I can make this into a short.
Yeah,
I know.
he's got it too. All right, guys. That
I
was,
think I just gave him permission to do that.
there you go. Survivor Series 1989. There it was. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see
Of
everybody
course.
next time. But make sure to check out next week. We're going to be doing a new concept for the show called Book, Push, or Kill, which is like F, Marry, Kill, except we have 3 guys. We each name 3 guys, and then we decide whether we'd book them, like on our show, if we were a promoter, push them to the moon, make them a main eventer, or kill them. Which not really
Kill them as in like fire them,
Yeah,
right?
release
Or
them.
release them.
I was gonna call them book, push, release, but which that's probably
No,
better.
no, you gotta keep the kill in there though.
Yeah, book, push, kill. And we might do it for events like Survivor Series, Rumble, SummerSlam. We might do stuff like that. It might not just be guys. It might be different shows, different companies. So check that out next week. It's going to be a new concept. It's going to be a lot of fun. Doug, what are you doing for your cartoon show tomorrow?
All right, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern time on the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. I clicked on the description, not the match listing. All right,
You're doing great, buddy.
thank you. All right, tomorrow we're gonna have the Bugs Bunny show versus the Woody Woodpecker show. Black Clover versus Voltron. Mask versus Inspector Gadget. And the main event is Tiny Toon Adventures versus Kim Possible.
Holy shitski.
So that is on the live show tomorrow. Huh?
That's a good minute event. I like that. Those are my top 2 right there. Kim Possible and Tiny Toon.
All right.
That's
So-
your top 2?
Well, I mean, for a main event, those are like one of my 2 favorites right there. It's Kim Possible and Tiny Toons. Like I can't pick a one undisputed winner right there. I can watch both of those nonstop.
You're a Kim Possible fan?
We'll
I
definitely
was-
send you
I
the
was-
link,
I'm not judging. I'm finding odd.
Yo, Ron was a man. Yo, leave Ron alone. Ron was a man.
Unstoppable.
I was actually watching episodes earlier today because even though I am the host and I can technically be lazy, I also try to watch some of these shows and
some of the programs.
some of the programs. I got to watch some more Tiny Toons, I think, because this match I'm actually looking forward to because Tiny Toons has already beaten Rocket Power in a close matchup.
Yeah.
So and they got 10 points out of that. Kim Possible absolutely smushed the Tick.
Oh, the Tick didn't do that well.
No,
Impossible is probably the best girls show.
I don't look up. See, at first you look at it as a girl
Like,
show.
it's not a girl show.
Yeah, at first you thinking because Kim Possible started girl, but it's not really a girl show. It's more like a teenage high schooler type thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, Clint, it's in my top 10. So I'm not, I'm right there with you.
That's because
Thank
you
you.
are.
I like it.
You remind me of Rufus, the naked mole rat.
We just have to remember to send.
That's what it's saying.
Are you working tomorrow during the
love
show, Kenneth? Maybe you can be in the chat.
Yeah, Rufus was the best.
Oh yeah. So all right. So we got Clint hooked for tomorrow night. So it doesn't matter to him who wins. It's gonna be tough for him to.
All right, say your line.
All right. Eric, please make sure to do the shorts.
Yes, sir.
And please schedule tomorrow night's show.
Already did.
Whenever you can. Oh, all right.
I already did. I did
boy.
it before the show because I knew you were going to add that.
We will see everybody next time for Book, Push, Kill. And thank you for joining us, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, boys. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you. My little